शुरू से सही है सिंटेक्स।
This call is now being recorded.
हाँ
तो बहुत सारा है सर।
थोड़ा कैमरे को ठीक से सामने लाना, क्लियर नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है।
फोटो ही भेज देते हैं।
हाँ ठीक है। फ्रेंड्स गाते
यस सर।
तुमने कॉपी बनाई कंप्यूटर साइंस में?
यस सर। सर दिखाओ।
दिखाओ।
सर
सर मैं आपको दोपहर में भेज सकता हूँ क्या?
क्या कहाँ गई कॉपी?
सर कॉपी तो है लेकिन फोन दीदी लेके चली गई है मार्केट।
अच्छा, वैसे लैपटॉप में सामने की तरफ मॉनिटर की तरफ एक कैमरा तो होता ही है, और लैपटॉप विदाउट कैमरा तो कोई लैपटॉप में ऐसा मैंने
सर
देखा
आते
नहीं।
हैं सर, थोड़ा पुराना लैपटॉप है।
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है। फ्रेंड्स गाते मुझे नहीं दिखाई दे रही तुम्हारी कॉपी।
ठीक है, फोटो भेज देता हूँ।
कैमरा ऑन नहीं है क्या तुम्हारा?
नो सर, ऑन तो मुझे तो है।
हाँ अब कैमरा ऑन हो गया। हाँ थोड़ा बहुत ना क्लियर नजर नहीं आ रहा है कुछ। हाँ थोड़ा बहुत दिख रहा है। लगता है तुम्हारा इंटरनेट थोड़ा स्लो है।
हेलो।
हाँ
से यहाँ पे बारिश हो रही है।
हाँ, हो सकता है तुम्हारा इंटरनेट थोड़ा स्लो हो, नेटवर्क स्पीड थोड़ी कम है।
मैं आपको फोटो की
फोटो खींच के, हाँ क्लियर फोटो खींच के मुझे सेंड करना।
तो पूरे पेजेस की फोटो भेजे।
हाँ जितने भी पेज है ना उसका फोटो खींच के, अगर पीडीएफ बना सकते हो तो पीडीएफ बनाकर।
सभी 11 ही पेज के भेजे, बहुत ज्यादा है। 50-60 पेज है।
अच्छा ठीक है, अभी मत भेजो, आराम से पहले बाद में फोटो खींच लेना।
यस
तो
सर।
अभी मुझे बस 2 ही स्टूडेंट दिखाई दे रहे हैं, अगर हमारे वैसे भी 7 स्टूडेंट हैं, वो
सर
7
पंकज
स्टूडेंट। हाँ
सर पंकज के
रेगुलर।
इधर घर में मिलता है, वो छत में जाके बैठता है पढ़ने के लिए जब क्लास लगती है, फिर उसके आज पानी गिर रहा है तो नहीं जा रहा है।
अच्छा अच्छा। तो प्रिंस
सर
चौधरी के पास तो सभी कंप्यूटर लैपटॉप वगैरह सब है, पर वो बहुत दिनों से आ नहीं रहा है।
सो के नहीं उठता, 11 बजे 12 बजे उठता है एटलीस्ट।
12 बजे सोकर उठता है?
यस सर।
अच्छा। और सूर्यम सूर्यम के यहाँ तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए, वो भी 12 बजे सोकर उठता है क्या?
सर दुकान में बैठता है शायद।
तो वहां पर मोबाइल नहीं रख सकता दुकान में?
तो पता नहीं।
और सूर्यम को मैंने बहुत कम देखा है, क्लास अटेंड नहीं कर रहा है वो। बाकी फिजिक्स की और उसमें आता है वो, फिजिक्स की क्लास में।
सर कोई क्लास में नहीं है।
फिजिक्स की भी क्लास में नहीं आता है?
नो।
अच्छा, क्यों ऐसा कर रहा है? उसके पेरेंट्स से बात करनी पड़ेगी। तो आज तो 2 ही स्टूडेंट है। लास्ट ईयर मैंने आपको बाइनरी फाइल हैंडलिंग के बारे में डिस्कस किया था।
यस सर।
तो एक बार मैं फिर से, अभी 2 ही स्टूडेंट है इसलिए मैं फिर से थोड़ा डिस्कस कर देता हूँ उसको, फाइल हैंडलिंग को, क्योंकि आपके सिलेबस में मोस्ट ऑफ द कंटेंट फाइल हैंडलिंग concept in Python. So I'm sharing my screen. I'm sharing my entire screen. Now I will open the syllabus. Revised computer science syllabus. So in this syllabus you can see so maximum contents we have covered in our online classes. For example, functions we have discussed. All these mutable, immutable, passing string, list, tuple, dictionary, parameters, return values, and file handling. We have seen how to process text files, how to read text files, how to write text files. Binary files we have discussed in the previous class. In 2 classes we have discussed how to process that comma separated value files. So most of your syllabus contains text file, binary file, and CSV files. So only 2 topics I think remaining, using Python libraries and data structure. After that I will start those computer network topic. So this topic contains these number of subtopics: transmission, video, network devices, and all those things. And the last unit contains database management. In your previous class you have idea about those SQL commands. So you can create table, you can insert data into the table, you can display data from the table. So some SQL commands are there, and one new topic is there, interface of Python with an SQL database. Means we will create programs and we will create database connectivity with SQL and Python, and we will retrieve data from SQL with the help of Python programs. So this is your whole syllabus. So if you want, I can revise those topics, those file handling topic. For example, how to handle these binary files, how to read and write, search, append binary files in Python. Once again, I want to discuss how to read and write binary files. So to handle the binary files, you know that we have to use that pickle module. So take out your notebook and write down 2 basic functions in pickle module. Look at the spelling of pickle, it is P-I-C-K-L-E. So there are 2 basic functions. Yes, hello.
सर वॉइस अटक अटक के आ रही है, नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, बार बार आ रहा है जा रहा है हमारा।
Okay, I will speak in a very slow speed so that you can understand, because I know that there is a network speed problem. So I will speak in a very slow speed so that you can understand what I am saying, because here there is not any problem of network speed, but I know that your mobile's internet speed may be slow. So I will speak, I will show in a very slow speed so that you can understand what I am saying. So there are two basic functions in pickle module. Number one is dump. So inside this dump function, you have to pass two arguments. One is the object you want to write in this file, object, and another is the file object in which you want to write this object. So carefully write the spelling of dump. It is D-U-M-P. Another function is load function. So this load function is used to read the object from the file. So inside this load function, you have to pass one file object. So you can note down these two functions, name of these two functions in your notebook. One is dump, D-U-M-P. Another is load, L-O-A-D. So you know that how to import module in our program. Just simply write import and name of the module. So in this case, the name of the module is pickle. So you have to write import pickle. In this way, you can import any module in your Python program. For example, import math. So you can use the functions defined in that math module. If you import pickle module, you can use the functions defined in this module. So module is only a file in which some programs have been already written, and those programs may contain some functions, and those functions you can use in your program after importing that module in your program. So you should keep in your mind that two functions are there. One is dump, another is load. So dump function is used to write objects in a file. And load function is used to read objects from a file. So these are the two most important functions defined in pickle module. I hope you have written the notes in your notebook. If you have written, you can type in the chat box. Yes, there is a chat box in Google Meet. Inside the chat box, write down yes if you have written. Mehul Bhagat has written. Type inside the chat box. There is two options there are, people and chat. So if you click on that chat option, you can type so that I can
सर मुझे
confirm.
सेल टू
Yes.
तो मुझे प्रेजेंट स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रही है, मेरे को सिर्फ आपका फेस दिख रहा बस, कुछ नहीं।
Screen, I am presenting the screen.
सब वो नहीं
Can't you
दिख
see
रही।
the screen?
Yes, no, sir.
सर मुझे फेल टू है।
No, in people you have to click. There are, you can see Sunil Kumar Bele PGT and Sunil Kumar Bele PGT 2. Two icons are there.
So PGT2 only profile are seen. Only profile is shown.
No, two boxes are there. One is screen presenting, one is contain my face.
Sir, in screen presenting, there is only profile show. Only profile.
Okay. Now can you see?
Yes, sir.
Now it is okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write down. I hope you can see two basic functions in pickle module. One is dump and two is load. Can you see this?
Sir, load थोड़ा सा नीचे करिए ना, लिखना था.
Okay.
Completed.
Okay. So keep in mind that there are two functions. One is dump to write objects in a file, and another is load to read objects from a file. So I will show you one example. So I am opening Python editor. So I am increasing the font size. So I will type one simple code in Python. First I will create one list. List1 equal to list and function. You know that you can create a list, empty list, with the help of two methods. One is either you assign empty brackets in a variable. For example, if I type like this, empty bracket. In this way, you can create an empty list. Empty list means it does not contain any items. One more method by which you can create an empty list with the help of list method. If you call the list method like this, so this list method will create an empty list, and that empty list is assigned to this variable. So list1 becomes an empty list. So if you call a list function, list and empty parenthesis, so this list function will return an object, list object, empty list object, which is assigned to this variable list1. If you print list1 on the screen, for example, print list1, and if I run this program, you can see empty brackets are displaying on the screen, which shows that you have created an empty list. This list is empty now. You can see empty square brackets are displaying on the screen. Some more students are joined, Vishal and Pankaj Gautam. Pankaj?
Yes, sir.
आपने
Yes, sir.
कंप्यूटर साइंस की कॉपी बना ली?
सर वो एक कॉपी है सर, उसी में लिख रहे हैं.
अच्छा, तो एक क्लास वर्क कॉपी बना लेना और उसके फोटो या तो इसी कॉपी के पेजेस उसमें पेस्ट कर देना, और
Yes,
जिस
sir.
कॉपी में भी लिखा है उसके फोटोग्राफ्स, फोटो लेना उसके और फोटो मुझे सेंड कर देना.
Yes, sir.
So this is the method by which you can create an empty list. So empty list is created or not. I am printing that list on the screen with the help of this print statement. Inside the print statement, you know that if you pass the name of any variable, the value stored in that variable will be displayed on the screen. when I run this program. So when I run this program, you can see empty brackets as an output is displaying on the screen. So you should keep in mind that with the help of list function also, you can create empty list. Empty list means which does not contain any element. And you know that list is represented by square brackets. So if I use for loop for I in range, suppose 10. So you know that this for loop executes the statement again and again, number of times. If I write any statement inside this for loop, how many times those statement will execute? Type in the chat box. Type inside the chat box. Vishal saying 10 times. Om, Bagresh, Mehul, Prince. All responses are received. What about other students? Pankaj, okay, 10. Pankaj is saying 10. Okay. Can you tell me if I write print I, what will be the output? Type inside the chat box. If I type print I, okay, Mehul is saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pankaj Gautam 0 to 9, okay, correct. So you know that if you are not providing the starting and ending value inside this range function, so by default the starting value is 0. So up to 0 from starting from 0 to 9 will be displayed on the screen. Okay. If I write print I plus 1, what will be the output in this case?
So 2 to 10.
2 to 10.
No, sir, 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Sir,
Yes,
1 to
very good. Very good. Very good. 1 to 10. So this will print 1 to 10 actually because 0 plus 1, 1. So 1 to 10 this for loop will print. If I write, instead of writing print, if I write list1 dot append, what will happen? You know that list contains items. So append is a function by which you can add items in the list. So I plus 1. Yes, the list will contain 1 to, if I type 1 to 10. Very good. So the value of I is 0, 0 plus 1, 1. So the first value inserted in the list is 1. So 1 to 10 will be stored in this list. So you know that each and everything in Python is called as an object. The numbers are object, strings are object. Anything in Python is taken as an object. So list is also an object actually. So this list is created and this list contains the numbers 1 to 10 numbers added in the list. Now I want to store this list object in file. So I want to create a binary file. So I have to import pickle module like this, because then only I can use the load and dump function, because those functions are defined in this module. So I imported this module in my program by writing import pickle. Now you know that you can create a new file with the help of open function. So suppose this file object, I am creating one file object and I call the open function. So this open function contains arguments. One is the name of the file. Suppose the name of the file is sample and its extension is that. You may have any extension for binary file. And here I have to type the mode, file mode, WB I am typing. So you know that this open function will create a file object, returns a file object. That file object is associated with this file. Means any operation if you are performing with the help of this F1 file object, that operation will be performed on this file because this file is attached with this object. So this is the name of the file and this is file mode. WB means you are opening the file in write mode and binary mode. B stands for binary. So type inside the checkbox. If you want to open the file in read binary, what will be the file mode? Type inside the checkbox. Mehul is typing RB, correct? But R should be small. Om Bagre shall also written RB. Prince Gate, okay, RB. So if you are handling text file, no need to write B. If you are handling binary file, you can write WB. W stands for write, B stands for binary. Now, if you want to write this list object inside this file sample.dat, so you know that with the help of this module, you can call dump, and inside the dump, you have to pass two arguments. One is the object, so our object name is list1, and another is file object, so file object is F1. And then you can close the file, F1.close, like this. This is how you can write objects inside a file. So W creates a new file. If the file is already exists inside a computer, all its current contents will be erased and file becomes empty. So you know that W stands for write mode, and if you are opening a file in write mode, all previously written data will be erased, deleted, and the new empty file will be created with the help of this W mode. And dump function is used to write objects inside a file. So the name of object is list1, and the file in which you want to write this object associated with F1 file object. So you are passing F1, and then you can close the file. Now if you want to read the file, suppose if you try to open this file, sample.dat, if you try to open this file in Notepad, you will see some strange characters inside that file. For example, if I open Windows Explorer, and if I open that online folder inside the 12 computer, and you can see one file is created. Where is that file? I will check. Online 12. Oh, I have to run this program so that file will be created. So first I will run this program, run. Now I will check file is created or not. So you can see one file is created, sample.dat. I will zoom it. And if you try to open this file in Notepad, suppose I open this file in Notepad, so you will see some strange characters. You are not able to read this file because this is a binary file. Only programs can read the binary file. So you can see the contents of this file. This file contains strange characters. You are not able to read what is written inside this file. Only program can read this file. So I will write a program to read this file because I know that this file contains one list object. So let's close this file. Now again I will open this file. F2 is equal to open and sample.dat. Now this time I will open the file in read mode and binary mode. So one variable I will create, suppose object is equal to, and then pickle dot load. So I call this function load function, and inside the load function you know that one file object is required, so F2 I am passing. So this load function will read the object from the file and return that object. So that object I stored in this variable obj. Now if I print obj on the screen, what will be the output? And then you can close the file, f2.close. Now let's see the output. You can see the list is displaying on the screen. This list is written, this list object is written inside the file. The name of the file is sample.dat. If you open that file manually with the help of Notepad, you will see some strange characters. So these are the two most important functions defined in the pickle module so that you can handle binary files. You know that binary files cannot be opened. If you try to open it in any text editor, you will not be able to read it perfectly because this file does not contain the ASCII code. So these are the two functions by which you can write and read the binary files in Python. So it is now 12:10 actually. I want to end this class. Hope you understand the concept of binary file handling. Yes? Hello? You want to say something?
Can you please change the timetable?
Now you can see if you click on Google Classroom, you know that you have to download 2 apps in your mobile if you are attending the class with the help of a mobile. So you have to download 2 apps, Google Classroom app and Google Meet app. And inside the Google Classroom app, if you see the classroom, that banner contains the timetable. So it is written the new timetable. This is the new timetable for computer classes on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. The classes will be at 9:30 to 10:10 a.m. You can see, I am zoom out here. On Monday, Wednesday and Friday, the class for computer science will be at 9:30 to 10:10. And on Thursday, it is 11:30 to 12:10 p.m. So this is your new timetable. Earlier only 3 classes were there, and now there are 4 classes: Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Thursday. So note down this latest timetable for your online class. I hope you have noted down Monday, Wednesday and Friday. It is at 9:30 to 10:10, and on Thursday it is 11:30 to 12:10 p.m. So I also send you a new timetable in your WhatsApp group. the new modified timetable for online classes for class 12th, because now there is a class 11th also. So hope you have written those notes in your notebook. You have also written this program. If you have not written, you can write down just now this program. This is a very simple program to understand the concept of binary file handling. Here I created a list. Then I add some numbers inside the list with the help of this append method. Then I import pickle module. And here I created one file, sample.dat in write mode. I open the file. And with the help of dump function, I am writing objects inside a file. So this dump function, you have to pass two objects. One is the name of the object, another is the file object. And then here I open the file in read mode. And when you open the file in read mode, so with the help of load function, you can read the objects inside the file. So this load function read the object and return that object. So that object I stored in this object variable. If you print this object variable, you know that this is a list object. So list will be displayed on the screen. Let's run again. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This list is displayed on the screen. So in this way, you can write the objects inside a file, read the objects from a binary file. So this is how we can handle binary files in Python. So any assignment, if I assign you in this classroom, regularly check inside this classroom whether any assignment is assigned by me, any home assignment is given, or any quiz assignment is given. So in this classwork tab, you can check whether any assignment I had assigned you. Regularly check the assignments in this classwork tab. This classwork tab will display only when you download Google Classroom app in your mobile. So regularly check for any assignment, any question given by me, and complete the assignment or any quiz assignment given by me within a due time, so that marks can be allotted to you. So I hope you understand the concept of binary file. Now I want to end this class. You can also leave this class by clicking on this leave call button, which is displaying between the microphone button and the web camera button. Thank you very much.